Alright guys, so we're gonna make a football shaped picnic table, and this cherry I got here is gonna be the seats. So let's see. So into two of these guys. Well, this one is really big, but holy smokes! So what I gotta do is trim this down. Anywhere it isn't a foot has to be trimmed down. So we do that. I'm gonna go get some slip and slide spray real quick. I'll be right back. So I was planing up sapwood with that pine, and it's all sticky. That's the problem we're having here. So I hit it with some carbon choke clean. That cleans it off. Now I'm gonna put guide coat on there. That's gonna get on my wheel a little bit, but I'm not too worried about it. Now it should slide right through there. So let's see. it is until you try to do a crooked curved one. So now we got these guys. I think these are gonna be our tops. Let's see. These 2 inches. It's a soft wood though, so. Cut these all down though. So let me cut these all down and I'll get right back with you now. I was gonna do it in the shop, but Alright, last time we left off on here, my cants were not straight. So I gotta lift this up. This gotta come up 3/16 on this side. So, what that means is, gotta get us a crescent wrench. And a 14 or a 17, I don't remember anymore. Oh, I forgot to grab that damn thing too. I got a plate that goes on here, although I could put that cup on there again. 17. So I gotta go up with this. I just don't understand why I gotta keep monkeying with this though. Shouldn't have to. It's not real difficult, it's just annoying more than anything. So if we go up, try that. You know, a lot of this is the fact that when you tighten up your cant to these uprights down here, when you tighten your cant up to these uprights, if this isn't square, then you got two equations there that are conflicting each other. So what I've been doing is just tighten that up enough that it doesn't press tight on here. However, when you make your first cut and you got to flip it up, you want to go by this to make your cut square. So I have to get these two in proportion with the blade, and then I'll be fine. Of course, that's all sounds simple, but when things are just off a little bit, for whatever reason, I don't know. Another thing that I don't like about this mill is if you got a log, say 10 inches, or even 12 inches or under, you cannot use your debarker. So I think what I'm gonna do is make a slip that goes right over here that pushes these out 10 inches, and then I'll always be able to use my debarker, which this should come with something like that. I mean, you shouldn't have to keep spending money on this type of stuff. Another thing I'm noticing is this don't even go all the way in. That one does. What the heck? I wonder what that's all about. The machining is off a little. No. Just another thing. The biggest thing is to get this squared. So after I set this, then we'll work on that. So what do we need here? We need this guy. These machines are not that complicated, but if you're not mechanically inclined, they're very complicated. So now we're just going to have to start using a square to make sure that our cant see, these two are conflicting each other. Well, let me cut this and we'll see if we can get that back square. you can see right there. Now this is the other side, paper thin, not even an edge on there. So that's how much it was off. If you're making just boards, that's not going to matter, because then you're just going to rip each side off and you're going to be square on the table saw or whatever. But you saw me on the screw or something. So now, if I flip it one more time, I'll check this with square here. Looks like it's just a hair the opposite way now, but let me do. Alright, that looks good, guys. Now, I had to whittle that up the way I did because of the pith. But, you see that? Now that looks like a square. Before I had a parallelogram. Now my pith is a little off center there because of the bull crap. But I'm happy with that. And this is going to be the last few posts on that deck over there. That's why I was trying to make it square. I mean, really, that deck is out of square anyway, so I should have had some parallelograms on there. But now what I'm going to do is make sure that our numbers are correct, because 5 1/8. So we're not correct, because I was supposed to be 5 3/16 heavy. So that's how much I ended up bringing this side up, and that's the side that the gauge is on, so I'm gonna have to reset that number gauge there. Not much, but you know, just another little thing you gotta do. So let me load up a couple of these and we'll get to town on those. All right guys, well, we got a bunch of maple slabs, we got a bunch of beech or whatever the heck that was. A couple of oddball here. Ugh. Dusty. But once we plane them and hit them with water, they pop right to life. So we got 1, 2, about 3 bench seats and 2 tabletops. So we'll see what happens. I still gotta cut this yet too, so who knows, maybe we can get some tables out of there, some shorties, I don't know.